Chapter 7, Conflicting Turmoil. Well, hello there. Looks like you're back for another chapter of my story. You must be really enjoying hearing to my triumphs and tribulations. Congratulations on being a fellow human who craves connection and empathy. So, where were we? The early days with Preeti were like a dream come true. It felt like I was floating on cloud nine, and Mitra, my dear friend, was experiencing the same euphoria with her partner. However, we couldn't help but notice that our dear friend Amita was often left out of our little adventures, as she was the only single one among us five. But Preeti and I made a concerted effort to include her in our outings, though Amita always politely declined, ensuring our privacy. Soon enough, Valentine's Day crept up on us, bringing with it a surprise that would change my fate forever. February 13, 2046 Tuesday, Tenedy Beach Park, Vishakhapatnam. As Preeti nestled her head onto my shoulder and gazed out at the breathtaking view, she whispered in a dreamy voice, "I wish this day would never end." I couldn't agree more. The scenery was simply magical, with just the two of us and the beauty of nature surrounding us. We sat on a rustic wooden bench, perched on the edge of the coastline, far away from the hustle and bustle of the city traffic. However, as much as I wanted to lose myself in the moment with my love, the tranquility of the surroundings was shattered by the sounds of the park volunteers bustling about, feverishly preparing for the upcoming Valentine's Day celebrations. The once peaceful location was now punctuated by the clanging of hammers and the chattering of voices, competing with the roar of the sea for my attention. "I know what you mean, but we can't," I replied with a hint of regret in my voice. Preeti looked up at me in surprise, her curiosity piqued. "Why not?" she asked, her brows furrowed. "We have so much to look forward to in life, starting our careers, getting married, having kids. If this day never ended, we would miss out on all of it." "I'm excited for what the future holds," I explained, unaware of the upheaval that awaited me the next day. Preeti considered my words and then turned back to the view before us, her gaze fixed on the endless expanse of the sea. "It's been months since we've been together. Have you ever been angry with me?" she asked suddenly. "Never," I replied firmly, taking her hand in mine. Preeti looked at me skeptically. "Are you sure?" she prodded. "Positive. You've never done anything to annoy me." "You've always been amazing to me," I assured her, a smile playing on my lips. Preeti's eyes were wet as she spoke. "The day you are angry with me, I feel like my whole world comes crashing down, Aditya." Hey. Stop right there. Why would I ever be angry with you? You mean the world to me, I said as I hugged her tightly, trying to comfort her. Soon Preeti's expression shifted, and she leaned in closer. "Tomorrow is our first Valentine's Day together. You have something special planned, right?" she asked, excitement sparkling in her eyes. I chuckled, giving her a playful wink. "Well, you can't ask for a surprise, can you? Please," she begged, her eyes widening into puppy dog pleading. I pretended to consider it, my lips twitching. "We'll see," I said, leaving her in suspense. "Isn't everything perfect between us?" Preeti asked with a sense of pride. "Absolutely, but do you remember our gang of five? Those good old days of chatting and hanging out together in the canteen and class?" I reminisced. "Yes, we were a great group. But now everyone is committed, except for Amita," Preeti explained. "That's true, but it would be great if all of us could hang out together. Aisha always takes Mitra to those expensive and dull places. Who knows if he's happy in his relationship?" "I think most girls are like that," I complained, but quickly added, "But not you, you're different. I'm so lucky to have you." Preeti's expression changed from surprise to anger. What do you mean by most girls? She asked sternly. I mean some girls can be materialistic and high maintenance. But I know you're not like that, and I appreciate that about you, I clarified, trying to avoid a disaster. I tried to get everyone together today so we could include Amita, but Aisha had other plans, I explained, diverting the topic, frustration creeping into my voice. It's just not fair to Amita. She always gets left out. Preeti nodded in agreement and replied, yes, I do think of Amita sometimes. But I'm sure she's happy being single and independent. By the way, I'm not holding on to anything. Is there something on your mind that you want to share? She asked curiously. Excuse us, sir, we need to decorate this table, a volunteer in a red t-shirt approached us, interrupting our peaceful moment on the bench. Sure, I replied, concealing my annoyance with a smile. Let's take a walk, Preeti, I suggested, and she readily agreed. Together, we strolled along the water's edge, enjoying each other's company. Aditya, Preeti spoke softly, calling my name. Yes, my love, I responded, gently tucking a strand of hair behind her ear so I could see her beautiful face more clearly. I have something important to tell you, she said, her voice low and deliberate. Please, go ahead, I encouraged her. Actually, she trailed off, hesitating. Don't keep me waiting, Preeti. That can be a way to annoy me. I teased her with a wink. Okay, she laughed. You focus on your surprise for tomorrow. I'll tell you after that. That's quite a tease, Preeti. I can't wait, I pouted playfully. It's important, Aditya. I promise I'll tell you at the right moment, she reassured me, giving me a comforting hug. You're too good at this, Preeti. One day, I will be able to resist melting in your arms, I joked, hugging her back. Don't count on it, you will fail miserably. Good luck with your surprise, she said with a smile as we walked towards the parking lot. February 14, 2046, our house, Vishakhapatnam. Dad's voice interrupted my thoughts as he greeted me with a cheerful good morning. I turned my gaze away from the sky and responded with equal enthusiasm, Good morning, Dad. Noticing my contemplative expression, Dad remarked, The sky doesn't seem to be at its best today. I nodded in agreement, yeah, I miss the golden glitter. As I gazed up at the cloudy sky, Dad remarked, A clouded sky is indeed beautiful too. We just need to have the patience to wait for either rain or the sun. Both of them are beautiful in their own way. I shrugged my shoulders and quipped, Patience isn't a virtue most youngsters possess. Dad chuckled and countered, Perhaps, but it's an essential quality to cultivate. Just like waiting for the sun to peek through the clouds, some things in life require patience and perseverance. I nodded, realizing the truth in his words. Despite my impatience, I couldn't deny the beauty of the clouded sky. Every day is beautiful, regardless of whether it's bright or dark, because it has something to teach us, Dad philosophized. Although it may be difficult for us to perceive it sometimes, we should learn from everything that comes our way. I guess I'm becoming more mature, I said with a hint of satisfaction. But, I'm willing to learn from every experience. Dad beamed with pride and asked, So, what's the latest update? Nothing too exciting, just moving forward, I replied. But today, I have a surprise planned for her. I think she'll love it. Ah, I almost forgot. It's Valentine's Day today. Dad exclaimed with a smile. Absolutely. I responded eagerly as Dad posed his question. I've been pondering a lot about it, and finally decided to gift her a dog. It's a symbol of the loyalty and truthfulness she has for me, I shared my plan with enthusiasm. Dad caught on quickly. Aha, I see why you've been saving up so much money. He smiled knowingly, and I couldn't help but blush at his comment. A Maltese, huh? That breed comes with a hefty price tag. I nodded sheepishly. Yes, it's been quite an investment. Dad chuckled. Have you ever thought of gifting something to your dear old dad or mom? I couldn't help but laugh at his comment. Dad, it's not about measuring the trust one have for you or mom with a gift. You know that. You're too smart for your own good, Dad teased, still wearing a proud smile. I'm impressed with your choice, and I'm sure Preeti will love it too. I hope so, I replied with anticipation. Suddenly, I jolted. Wait, I never mentioned her name. How did you know it? Dad took a momentary pause and let out a deep breath. Aditya, there's something important that I need to share with you, he said, his tone serious. My curiosity piqued. I asked, what is it, Dad? I've known Preeti for almost 2 years now, even before you met her in college, he revealed. My mind was racing with questions. What do you mean, Dad? Did you plan for her to be in my life? It's not like that, Aditya. I just thought she would be a good match for you, he explained, trying to calm me down. I felt my anger rising. So, you manipulated things to bring her into my life? I asked, my voice growing louder. Dad tried to reason with me. No, Aditya, it wasn't like that. I just wanted to help you find someone who would make you happy. But I was too upset to listen. I can't believe this, Dad, I said, my anger boiling over. I trusted you. I stood up from my seat, unable to contain my frustration. As I did, thunder rumbled in the distance, adding to the drama of the moment. Dad stood up too, trying to reach out to me. Aditya, please, just listen to me, he said, holding out his hand. But his voice weakened to tears along with the raindrops falling. But I was too angry to listen. No, Dad, I don't want to hear it. Now I got it clear why you wanted to guide me for the first time in life, I said, turning away from him. As I walked away through the rain waters, my phone started ringing. It was Preeti calling. I answered, still seething with anger. I was just about to call you, Preeti, I said, my tone cold. What's wrong, Aditya? She asked. Just one question, Preeti. How did you know my father before me? And why didn't you tell me about it? Preeti hesitated for a moment before answering. Aditya, I was going to tell you about it today. I just didn't know how to bring it up. But I wasn't buying it. Don't lie to me, Preeti. You and my father were in cahoots, trying to manipulate me. I can't believe I fell for it. Aditya, please, just let me explain, she pleaded. But I couldn't listen to her anymore. I don't want to hear it, Preeti. I never want to see you again. I threw my phone down in anger, shattering it into a million pieces. Dad looked on, sadness etched on his face, as he realized the depth of my hurt. In that moment, I was lost in a swirl of conflicting emotions. Betrayed by two people I trusted the most, I felt a deep sense of confusion and anger. As the writer once said, the greatest wars are fought within the souls of the most beloved, and that day, I found myself caught in the crossfire of a battle I never saw coming. Hey! If you liked this episode, please make sure to share it with your friends, family, and loved ones. I would really appreciate it if you could leave your thoughts and predictions for the next episode in the comments section. Also, I'm a great creative writer and I'm open to collaboration. If you're a filmmaker looking for a creative partner, I would be happy to work with you to provide enticing storylines. Feel free to DM me on my email or WhatsApp, and let's make something amazing.